Hello everyone. So today I will speak about WeiDEX, what are we doing, about multi-chain trading, and some other hot topics. My name is Tito, but I already have been introduced. A little bit more about me. I have bachelor in computer science. I've been involved in programming since 2014. I'm a blockchain enthusiast, open source believer, and kind of cypherpunk. And currently I'm CEO of WeiDEX. So before I start my talk about multi-chain decentralized trading, I just want to make some brief introduction about the money and how they work, because it's pretty important, in my opinion. So in the beginning, we had that barter system. So everyone was able to exchange some goods with someone else, peer-to-peer. After that, we had the gold standard. So we had that coins and all different stuffs made by gold. It was intermediate. It was used for exchange for everything. But after that, we removed the gold standard in 1971. And the government decided, okay, we will back our currencies with the power of the government, not with gold, not with anything physical. So it's just they're printing money. They have some regulations about it. But overall, these are fiat currencies which are backed by the power of the government. And yeah, in 2008, 2009, we had some revolution again. We have Bitcoin. After that, we have different blockchains. We have more cryptocurrencies. And with them came what? The decentralized finance. So we already have blockchain currencies, blockchain money, Bitcoin, Eternity, Ethereum. And when we have money on top of that, we will do some trading, some economics. So have you seen this? This is so-called paper wallet. So it's like a bank that you have in your pocket. It's just a public-private key pair. And there you can store, you can have some value inside of this paper wallet. It could be like $100,000 or whatever you want, without taxes for support, without restrictions, basically you can do whatever you want, and you're responsible for your own money. After that, we have the P2P lending. Because of the smart contracts, we can lend, we can borrow funds without going to the banks. And for sure, it will be much more efficient because it is direct value transfer and the taxes stay in people, not in the banks. And last but not least, part of this decentralized finance, like it's called, is the trading. So now we can even trade without intermediate in the middle. We can directly exchange value between each other in some atomic way. Atomic means the deal happens or not, and no one can be cheated in between. So with the trading, currently we have trading platforms, but most of them are centralized. Not only in the crypto, but everywhere, in the stock exchange, or even the e-commerces that we use, they're kind of centralized trading platforms. So the problem with them is that we have poor transparency, and at the same time, we have poor custodianship management. This means that we should lock our funds in these platforms, and we hope that they manage them in some good way and that we won't lose our funds. But I prefer to trust mathematical code and algorithms than people. So yeah, blockchain is solving this problem. Yeah, there are plenty of hacks, but that's normal. I mean, when you store big amount of funds in your wallet or in your organization, by default, everything could happen. Hackers will try to attack you. You will have some internal hacks and glitches. And yeah, that's a really big problem. user funds are not in their control. Not only hacks, but this big corporation could decide to suspend your funds, or for example, government could say, okay, from tomorrow, Amazon cannot operate in Bulgaria or something like this. They can freeze your funds, and everything could happen. And personal data leaks with all these corporations, they have some KYC, ML procedures, and all our personal data, along with our funds, is stored there. So, in order, I mean, when they're hacked, our personal data also leaks, and after that, it could be sold on some dark markets or wherever. What are the benefits of P2P trading? So you have full control over your assets. That's obvious. Second, it's extremely secure because everything is based on the blockchain, which is a decentralized network that is controlled by the people. And at the same time, there is consensus and no one can corrupt it. Smart contract logics, lower trading fees because we remove the intermediary. Easy to use, and everything is public and transparent. So let's get deeper and be a little bit more concrete. What do we need in order to make a multi-chain decentralized trading system that is secure and works? So first of all, we need some kind of cross-chain atomic swaps, which means that you can move value from one network to another in some trustless way. This could be done via oracles, and Aeternity have a great oracle system built in their protocol, so they are a great candidate to solve this particular problem. The dApps should be easy to use, and they should be user-friendly. At the same time, they should be scalable, because currently we speak about blockchain a lot. There are some investments, but we don't have any viable app that is easy to use, that is scalable, that is used that have users that are more than a couple of thousands per day. We don't have such thing right now, but we need it in order to drive the mass adoption. And at the end, you need a whole blockchain ecosystem that, in the best case, will be agnostic. So once done, it could be embedded in different blockchains, and it could be something like a protocol. These are some of the solutions that we're building right now. For example, we called the first one on the left the WeiDEX. So it's a decentralized exchange which is now built on top of Ethereum, but it could be built on top of Eternity, on top of EOS, Tron, and basically the idea is to be blockchain agnostic, and from the simple UI you can connect to different blockchains without any hassle. The second one is the atomic swap widget, which is a widget that allows cross-chain transactions between different networks. And last but not least, we are also working on crypto collectible exchange, which is an exchange for digitalized assets that are unique. For example, it could be game items, like our friends from Cryptic Legends that are building some card game. They could be traded, or it could be some properties, or everything that could be digitalized. So this is a simple screenshot of the Eternity DEX that we've been working on. It was done before the previous hard fork, but after that we have some technical problems with the contracts and with the SDK, but I hope they will be fixed. So after the hard fork that is planned to happen these days, we will continue our work and we will release it. This is the MultiDEX. Again, the same thing, but built on Ethereum. The same UI, but this is a dark theme. This is our cross-chain atomic swap widget, which is extremely simple. It's just like Uniswap, simple form, where you write, for example, what other currency you want to exchange. For example, it could be ETH for BTC or ETH for TRX. And then you can make trustless exchange between the different networks. And this is possible via HTLC contracts and some other technical things, but I won't go in details. So we can speak about this later. And this is the MVP of our crypto collectible exchange. Like I said, this could be the next Amazon. You can exchange all kinds of digitalized assets. And I really believe that this is the future, some more decentralized e-commerces. Do we have real usage? Yes, we have more and more crypto wallets. This is the DeFi statistics. You see that more than 500 million funds have been worked there, and the decentralized finance is working, really. I believe that the future will be decentralized, and maybe we're the builders of this new movement, and I hope that Eternity, all the people here, all the Ethereum community and all blockchain enthusiasts will build it together. So the past cannot be changed, but the future is yet in your power. So I propose you to use more and more decentralized applications to care about your privacy, about your personal data, and to support this movement, because everything depends on us. Thank you.
Thank you, Tito. Oh.